Oh boy. Now the boy picture they there too. Now the boy picture. My brother. Here Billy boy.
Yeah. The girl fresh my brother. In a young boy you keep us so.
The boy picture with this. Nine.
Picture where go show guys. We don't use this one friend. And a picture of my most now.
Now your boy.
People know that yes.
See, before people come kill themselves like this, nobody did this contact.
People know that this and this first.
I bet see blood, no one suffering.
Now stab it now.
Now stop it.
I'm from inside the stuff.
See now. Now from inside bed though.
This boy brutally killed his girlfriend, all because he thought she was using kayamata on him. This incident happened in the boy's house in Benin City on the 21st of August 2023, a day after it was said the girl came to visit him. For context, the boy, who goes by the name of Victor Oshonogo, is a 25-year-old Uniport student in his 300 level. It was said that Victor Oshonogo was dating the victim, 19-years-old Fejiro Rega, a final year student of Ambrose Ali University. On the day of the incident, according to the boy's landlord, he overheard chaos coming from his apartment. The girl was screaming, and by the time he could get close to the house, the boy had run out, seriously injured, almost as though he had been stabbed too. It did turn out that the two of them were fighting, and they were both stabbing each other with knives. It was just unfortunate the boy got the most part of her. After she had died, he ran away. But it didn't take long before the police caught him. He was taken to the hospital for treatment first, before he was paraded, where he eventually confessed as to what happened the day he killed his girlfriend. And this is what he said. He said that the girlfriend, Fejiro, had come to visit him from Asaba the day before, and in her possession, he saw some things that looked diabolic. A cinnamon stick and something else that he could not describe. He said he confronted her about it and she didn't really give any direct explanation. He also claimed that he started feeling off, or he had been feeling off, that he was not in his right senses, and at the time he saw the girl with those diabolic things, he felt or assumed that that was what was making him act strange or act unusual for a while. But the discovery of the kayamata product was not exactly the biggest trigger that caused their fight. It was a text message and a chat between the girl's brother and her that pretty much triggered him. Victor Oshonogo claimed that when Fejiro was about to leave his house the next morning, she was going somewhere, he stumbled upon a chat between her and her brother. But he did not really see the chat completely. It seemed as though they were talking about him and he wanted to see it, but she prevented him from seeing it and removed the phone from his eyes, or turned off her phone, and he could not access the phone. It was his will and his insistence on seeing what the chat was about that started the fight between the two of them. He did claim, however, that during the fight, she went to the bathroom, or she went to the kitchen and attempted to do something to herself. But when he came close to her, she ended up stabbing him first. And he got angry, also picked up a knife. And that was when they began the knife fight, in which he ended up stabbing her in her neck, which caused her to scream, and she lost a lot of blood and most possibly died almost immediately. And during the police investigation and raiding of his apartment, they did discover the cinnamon stick and the knife they used. It's not clear if they saw other kayamata products, but it might have been there and it might have not had looked like kayamata, because it's possible that a perfume or a body cream could also be a kayamata product. What is interesting is that Victor Oshonogo is claiming or trying to blame his act of killing his girlfriend on the kayamata that his girlfriend had used on him. He is trying to paint a picture as though whatever charms the girl had used on him was what may have led him to attack her. He's acting as though he was under the influence of some kind of juju that the late girlfriend had used on him. I guess that is his plea direction. I guess that is what he would most likely argue in court, but I don't see that happening for him. I don't see it working for him. It's so silly and so dumb. Clearly he acted out of rage and out of anger, but looking at his story, if they were fighting over a text message that she did not allow him to see, it's obvious that that was the trigger, and it had nothing to do with the kayamata. If for some reason, you know, he had accused her of something, or he had confronted her about the kayamata, or saw something that was implicating, that would have made a better story than this one he's cooking out here. At the initial time when the story first broke out, it was even claimed that she accused him of being a kidnapper, she accused him of being a Yahoo boy, and that was what triggered him. So the story is changing now. Maybe it was the blogs that did not report correctly, but over time you tend to see these people change their mouth, or change their story, or change their narrative, just so they can have a fighting chance in court. But I don't see him getting out of this. Oshonogo is a very popular name and a very powerful name, but the girl's father also works for the government in Delta State, and I don't think he will get away with it. I think her father is going to come through and use everything within his power to make sure this boy is locked up. It was clear that this was a toxic relationship that went overboard and went too far. And we've seen this many times. We've seen it a lot, where lovers literally can't contain their anger and their passion for each other, and it just escalates to a point where there is no return. And this is such example. She is just a young girl at 19 and he is 25. These are young people, and it's unfortunate that this is how it ended for them, because it didn't have to. And it was said that they've been dating for 3 years. So I don't know why all of a sudden he's assuming she's using kayamata on him, whereas that might have not been the case. So it's tragic and it's unfortunate. We just have to see how it unfolds. I don't see him getting out of this. I feel like he's going to go down for it, and the girl will get her justice. But you guys let me know what you think. Do you think this was a case of money ritual, or do you think this was just a toxic relationship that went overboard? And what do you guys also think about his claims that it was her kayamata product that triggered him? I don't know what that means. I don't see kayamata product as something that can make you do something out of anger. Kayamata product is supposed to enhance sexual life between partners, from what I know, or something, but I guess it goes deeper. I'm not very conversant with that topic, but you guys let me know your thoughts. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe to our YouTube channel if you haven't, comment your thoughts. You can also turn on notification button, so should there be any future updates, you'll be the first to get notified. Thank you guys for watching.